real one, and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, to him baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like, he's so good. Trying to find out. He's so good. We're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1. Chill, not on the side.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Foxborough. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. You can look at this Patriots defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
A first down carry for Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Here's Tua. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Looking to throw. May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33.
May going to give it to Henderson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The Patriots at 9-7 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now,
picked off by Von Bell. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out. But boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. To the air, May. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. To throw, it's May. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good. 4 on Patriots. 1st down.
They'll throw with May. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Henderson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. They have an I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it. Man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good. One Dolphins first down.
On play action, here's Tua. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ollie Gordon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. Stephon Diggs. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's caught by Waller on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new second down. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to pass. Tua. This will go to Henry out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10.
24.
35-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It's a gain of 2. Give the Dolphins first down.
All right, come on.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. He gets away from it, and Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
We're good.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing here is May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, set. Hey, what's that?
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They work now on 2nd and 9.
5. What's that?
Here's May. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go, set.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will tie things at 17 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders is to kick off for Miami.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
At the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Completes it to Douglas. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 61 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Drew able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now down to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They keep it with Henry on first down. There he goes, right side. And he loses the football a second time. And can you believe this? It's recovered in the end zone by the defense. So after all that, it's not a touchdown, it's a turnover, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
It's caught by Hooper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he cannot pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 9 yards that time.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
58-yard attempt.
And a I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. The 38-yard line.
44. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to push your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here goes that.
He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here goes.
On play action, May. He finds his man complete. That's Douglas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 48-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Short pass caught by Henry. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left. But just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They're going to throw. May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry. 44 yards. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Koo now for the point after. And that'll that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
They're on 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second down, they go again with Hibbler. And he'll be forced to dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but not from the spot. Actually, no gain. So third and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. But we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate. It was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
To the air, May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
To throw, it's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And this offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Even though they were stopped before the first down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Tua going to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Go ahead.
Here's Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this one is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
1st and 10 at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
Here goes it. Ready, what's that?
On 1st down, it's Henderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
Here goes it. Ready, what's that?
And they take a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made